all. Welcome to my channel again on Economics Chit Chat. The topic that we are going to talk today is quite interesting topic, and it is all about employment. During this challenging times of COVID-19, it has been found out that millions of people have been losing their jobs. There has been a severe dip in pay scales. So everywhere, the question that is coming is that are we going to continue on the same pay scales, or are we going to find out new methods through which we can start improving ourselves in terms of the payment? Now, when you go back and ask your industry or your company, why is that there is a decline in my payment? Then the obvious answer to it that you get in a single word is COVID. But let's understand what is the impact of this COVID when it comes to your CTC, the cost to the company. For example, if the company has hired you at the rate of 40,000 rupees per month, that makes it to an annual of 4,80,000 rupees. And today the company comes back and says, we will be able to pay only 50% of your salary, which means 2,40,000 rupees. Automatically, now what is the question that comes in your mind is that why is that there is a sudden decline? I do understand the economic conditions, but what is the difference that it is making because of this factor that is directly impacting me? Now, from a company standpoint, cost to the company is not just a single factor, it is a package. It involves your HRA, TA, DA, your PF, all your contribution, your variability factors, and then we start putting into the cost to the company factor. So, for right now, the company might start thinking that I am just paying my employee because he is a part of this company. But for the company, they are not able to generate sales. So even their variable income is completely getting destroyed. In the long run, what is going to happen is that this variability factor might completely get away. What would be the real factor is that I just pay a fixed amount to you, and I say that only when the manufacturing pulls up and the sales pulls up, we will be able to pay you better. So the cost to the company is a very, very important factor that you need to understand. The company is bearing the entire cost, investing on an employee in the form of salary, and the company wants you to perform for the given money. Now, what has been happening is that you have been trying to perform your best at the money that has been given. Sometimes you try to exceed the expectation and you have been trying to pay. But the economic conditions that you are seeing today is making every single organization go back to the basics and start understanding the variable component. If you start increasing the variable component and start putting it all together in an employee's performer, then what happens is that the organization starts making the employee think that he has to work more, then only he will be able to get that particular amount. Now, for the employee, whatever efforts he starts putting, but if the sales is not happening, then his variable component will automatically start declining. So now what happens is that the employee comes back in a very depressed manner and he says that, sir, I was promised a package of 10 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 15 lakhs, whatever is the package, but today I am hardly getting 50% of it. The reason is that there are so many components that have been put up in your salary. So when you go back tomorrow and you start understanding your own pay slip, we are coming back to the same topic of income and wages factor. You need to understand each and every component that is being put in your salary. So if the company is going on a variability factor, the company is purely dependent on a sales mode altogether, these times would be very, very challenging. Why? Because sales is not happening, consumer expenditure has come down, there is not much of buying activity going on, so automatically there will be a dip in the salary. But for the people who are not directly consumer facing, probably, if I just like to take an example like government employees where they get a fixed pay every month, For those people, what it is happening is that they are not directly impacted. They are being just paid through the government on a permanent basis. But all other industries who are directly facing the market through consumers, and you see that your sales revenue has been dipping over a period of time, there will be a variation coming down in terms of your pay scale. So, what is the solution for this? How are we going to recover ourselves? How are we going to come out of the situation and say that, yes, I'm going to come back to the same pay scale? That means we need to start looking at the economy from the manufacturing side altogether and from the sales side altogether. Moment the manufacturing sector starts picking up and the sales also starts boosting up, then all the allied sector which are linked to the manufacturing sector will also get benefited. So in the long run, the income and wages are again dependent on the manufacturing sector. The total product, the total volume that we are going to generate in the coming years will be a direct factor, will be a direct impact towards your salary. So this is very, very important for us to know. So tomorrow, when you start looking into your CTC component and when you start suddenly getting worried, so why is it dipping? You need to know this factor altogether. So you need to go back and think whether my company is completely sales oriented, or my company is only an allied service provider, or my company is into core manufacturing sector. What is that my company does exactly in the market? Please do not get carried away by the factor that, yes, I've got appointed in the company will keep on paying me, the company will keep on giving me salary till my last day. That is not going to be true going forward. Why? Because going forward, every company is going to start looking into the factor how much they are able to perform in the market. Because if the company's visibility, I'm talking about the organization itself in total, if the company's visibility in the market is going to decline, they are not able to perform, they are not able to get customers towards them, then they will not be able to give us further sales, which means the revenue will dip. If the revenue dips, automatically your salary will also come down. So it is very, very important for us at this juncture to understand the nature of your company and what type they are doing altogether. So there is no point going back blaming and saying that, sir, there is no salary, the things have started coming down, I'm not able to survive. All these factors have an economic impact. So it is very important for us to understand the nature and type of your industry and in what economic cycle your industry is falling altogether. Hope this video was useful for you in terms of learning something new. Going forward, in the next video, we shall talk about employment generation levels. We shall also talk about what are the new avenues that are going to come in economics in terms of generating employment challenges and taking it forward to the next level altogether. Thank you for watching my video today. Please do subscribe to my video. Let us stay safe and let's keep learning together. Thank you once again.